first thing that struck me when I started driving this vehicle was how easy it is to drive and how smooth it was. It was definitely a positive experience as soon as I got behind the wheel. The acceleration is good. It's great for a 4-cylinder especially. That EcoBoost 2.0 liter that this one has is a great option for this size vehicle and works fine. You don't feel like you need additional power really. And the steering is smooth. It feels like you're driving a relatively lightweight car. It's zippy. You can, maneuver well. It doesn't feel like a truck at all. It feels like a car or a low to the ground SUV or wagon or something like that. That is one of the little bit of a drawback for me. I'm coming from my daily driver is the Honda Ridgeline. So the Honda Ridgeline is a similar type vehicle, which is a unibody non-truck with a like SUV with a bed type thing, and that's what this basically is. So the Honda Ridgeline has a little bit more height, but there's a lot. I'm going to have a separate comparison between the Honda Ridgeline and the Ford Maverick, because there is some advantages and disadvantages of both. So maybe that might help. But my experience with driving it is just it's been a pleasure to drive really. Most everything on it is working right, and it doesn't have any problems with the cruise control, or there's any kind of weird wonkiness to the transmission, anything like that. Matter of fact, the drivetrain, including the transmission, it's really just it's in the background. It's not getting in your way for driving. The only thing that gets in your way when you're driving is this auto stop start feature. So I just turned that off. Good thing you can turn it off, because it is a pain. But other than that, once you get going, starting it up, driving it, the seat's a little bit mediocre for me, for my particular taste, but it's not really a negative or anything. It's just could be a little bit more comfortable. If you're over 6 feet tall, 6'1", something like that, then there was a guy that sat in it that was like, I think he was 6'2", and it was a little bit tight, but he was able to fit in there and drive it and everything. But for the most part, if you're under 6'2", then you shouldn't have any problem here in the front anyway, as far as driving it. I think they did a really good job. Now the price range is going to be the deciding factor on a lot of these type of trucks, because some of them are a little bit more expensive. This one seems to be for some of the cheaper models, it will be priced right. And now it's all up in the air right now as far as the prices, so it's hard to speculate on how all that's going to settle out. So it's just as far as driving it, it's relatively decent on gas. My gas mileage, like right now, it's showing 25.4 average miles per gallon and 378 miles during this trip. But part of that is me idling, not going anywhere, doing some of the filming shots. So that's a little bit skewed down, so it should be slightly higher, especially if you're on the highway more. It should be a little bit higher. But yeah, overall, I mean, there's some disadvantages as far as the interior lights and exterior lights, really. You can check out my night videos for that. But overall, I think they're on the right track. This is a new vehicle on the market, and it's comfortable, easy to drive. You have the conveniences of a bed, an open bed, to where you can just load up stuff, put a lawnmower back there or whatever. That's very convenient. It's not very high up, so as far as visibility while you're driving, it's a little bit better to have it high up. But as far as loading the back of the truck, or getting in the back of the truck, it's better to have it low. So having that low bed, easy to access and put stuff in and out, is really good. You know, it also has a trailer hitch as well, so you can pull a little trailer, a little you know, whatever, like a little utility trailer or whatever, and it's a nice kind of medium to light duty truck. And I think it's going to really sell well once they have a lot of them available on the market anyway. And also, it's not a very loud vehicle. I don't know if you can tell. It's not very loud. Like, there's a little bit of wind noise here and there, but you can't really hear the road noise as much, and you can't really hear, you know, other vehicles that much. I mean, relatively speaking, it's pretty quiet.